Do you notice anything different about me? Over here, over here. Do you see it? Here, let me get closer. How about now? Do you see it? No? All right, let me get closer. Do you see it now? Do you see it now? Let me get even closer. What's different about me? Do you see it now? Do you see it now? If you have managed to figure out what's different about me, let me know in the comments. Yo there everyone, my name is Levi and welcome back to the Limelight SMP. If you clicked on this video today, then you might be curious about storage. You know how it goes, it's pretty straightforward. You put your items in, you take your items out, you put your items back in, and you shake it all about. And for as long as I've been playing this game, storage has been one of my favorite parts of Minecraft. I just love the idea of taking a cacophony of chests, barrels, shulkers, and making it in such a way where all your items are neat and sorted and organized so you can find exactly what you need with no time wasted. And then you add redstone to the mix, well, that's when your storage just takes a whole new level. And so if it wasn't already obvious, we are going to be building a massive redstone storage system today. Now, I've built storage systems in the past. I managed to find some of my old worlds and get some footage. So you can see some of the different storage systems that I've built. Massive redstone projects, all designed to enhance and optimize how much you could store and making sure that everything gets stored exactly where it's supposed to be. And whilst all those other storage systems were fine and great for the time, I feel like this is going to be the sorter of my dreams. This is going to be the sorter that I've always wanted to build in survival, and I can't wait to get started on this project. So before I introduce you to some of the components of our new sorting system, I just wanted to show you the current storage system that Wilbus and I use. So it is somewhat organized, everything's labeled, and it is easy to find, but we're definitely getting to the stage where we're getting so many items that it's time to go for an automated system. I mean, look at all this stone. That's crazy. And it's about time that we make sure that Wilbus's tears are stored away somewhere nice and safe. Let's have a look at some of the redstone systems that we're going to use in our massive storage system. But yeah, this is the item input system. Now this will sort full shulker boxes from non-stackables, from single items, and partially filled shulker boxes. So let's just grab some of these and show you how they work. So the cool thing about this item input is I can chuck anything I want in here and it's gonna automatically pre-sort these items. So let's start off with, of course, single items. Chuck those in there and they're gonna end up in this chest here, which is going to send them to the multi-item sorter. Non-stackables, well, they're going to go this way and they'll be sent off to the non-stackables sorting slice. And then shulker boxes, so I can chuck full shulker boxes or partially full shulker boxes into the system and it's going to send it to either one of two places. So let's start with full shulker boxes. Chuck that in there. That's going to send it to bulk sorting, which is this slice here. Any shulkers which are not going to be bulk sorted, they get treated the same as a partially filled shulker box. I'll just chuck that in there and show you. So a partially filled shulker box gets sent down here and it gets unloaded and unpacked and recycled into the system. It goes straight to the multi-item sorter. There we go, all sorted. Bada bing, bada boom. So yeah, you can see single items are in here. We've got non-stackables in here. We've got bulk sorting here. And then there's also a couple lines to recycle empty shulkers so that we can reuse them for other purposes as well. So there's one here and then there's one around the back here. But those will feed into the same system essentially. Next on our list is an item defragmenter. So once all items have been pre-sorted, anything that goes to the multi-item sorter passes through this system first. Now what this does, let me show you. What this does is it groups item types together. So let me show you how this works. What we'll do is we'll split these detector rails up like so. So as you put in items like that, it only tends to happen quite often. So what it's going to do is it's going to make sure all the detector rails get sorted first. There you go, see? It bypassed the rails. And it bypassed the grey concrete. So it's grouping all the items together using this filter here. Once all the detector rails have done, then it's going to start sorting the rails. And then it's going to start sorting the concrete. And so that way, all items get grouped together, which is super important when you're dealing with a hopper speed multi-item system. Next up, we have the multi-item sorter slices. So after the items are grouped together, it gets sent through here. Now, the filters for this system are in this chest here. You use blocker items, which we'll just use like a renamed item or something, to block up all the spaces in this chest. And then you set your filters by putting 2 of each block in a slot. And then underneath, you've also got more blocker items to create a filter. So we just grab some of this. Now, because we don't have an item grouper, we're gonna have to do this one at a time. So let's go with bamboo first. So bamboo will get sorted into this slice here. Pretty straightforward. Next we'll go coal, which will get sorted into this slice here. There we go. Lovely, lovely. Anything else that you don't have filters set up for yet, they just get continued along the slices of your sorting system here. Next up, we have a shulker box sorter for bulk. This one's a fun system here. This will sort full shulker boxes and store them in your bulk storage system. So here we've got a shulker box of stone and a shulker box of bricks. So these are completely full shulker boxes. So what we can do is we'll chuck, this is going to be quick. By the way, this is going to be quick. We'll chuck in, let's go with sorted full shulker boxes. So we'll chuck in a shulker box of stone. It was sorted that quickly. Now we come down here. Yeah. We've got a full shulker box of stone all sorted here, and then we'll send that to our bulk floor display. Now let me show you what happens if you have an unsorted full shulker box, like this brick here. We don't have any filters set up for brick. So chuck that in there. We get sent along the line. And then what happens is we get one brick here because it pulls one brick out of the shulker box to use as a filter to try and match. And then we've got our shulker box here. So you can see here, one less item. And then here. From there, this unsorted shulker box gets sent all the way back to the item input, and it gets put into the shulker box unloader there and starts unpacking. And then lastly, we have the bulk item shulker box display. Now this one is really cool. So if we head on up here, this is kind of the interface, part of the interface of the storage room. So alongside the multi-item sorting slices, you'll see a box display here for all of our bulk storage. Now there's two ways you can access bulk storage. If you wanted, you know, to grab a full shulker box of whatever you're storing in bulk. So next example, we've got fire rockets. So I could just take a full shulker box and be happy with that. The other way you can access bulk storage is just by opening up these shulker boxes here. So let's say you only needed like 1 or 2 stacks of rockets. You could do so. Now this has a cool auto reloading function. Or let's say you empty a shulker box. So you know, there's only one stack of fire rockets left here. I take it out, and then what it does is it breaks the shulker box and dispenses a new one with a full inventory. So that's super cool. I really love this. I can just come along, take what I need, or in bulk if I wanted to, and it's automatically going to refill itself. So these are all the systems that go into making the multi-item sorter that we're going to be working on today. Just wanted to show you that. Hopefully you found it interesting. I love this sort of stuff. All this stuff is amazing, and when you take these systems and you link them up together, it just makes for a fully automatic, easy to use storage system. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to spend some time getting all the redstone and I'm going to start building it right here. But in the meantime, I'm going to show you a clip of Wilvis and I hanging out together. Now on the server, we have access to a brand new mod called the audio player mod. This allows us to use custom audio, custom goat horns, custom music discs on the server. I'm so excited to have this mod on the server because it's going to allow us to create better worlds of immersion, help with mini games and stuff like that. Should be loads of fun. Wilvis and I were playing around with the mod, so we decided to go sneak up on a couple of our friends and surprise them with some interesting goat horns. So yeah, while I get the storage system built, you check out that footage and I'll see you when I'm done. Are you over at the base?
At your base? Yes.
I want to show you something. Or is it better? Oh yeah.
Back in a second.
Get there the blow.
Oh.
Amazing.
Yes. Yes. I'm so glad it worked too. I'm glad I could hear it. Just call it Batman. Sure. Okay.
Interesting.
So now if I use it.
Do you want to go annoy Slapper quickly then? I wanted to go annoy Vince and Lava, but they're on Do Not Disturb and they're recording together, but Slapper's not doing anything.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, okay, let's go to his, I think it looks like he's at his base. I've got like 40 minutes to kill before I have to go to work, so I'm happy to wait this out if we think he's gonna come back.
Yeah, we could.
Yeah.
I have 40 minutes to spare as well.
I'll follow you because you saw the stairs.
Right.
Yeah. I see what he's doing. He's got this little iron farm going. Yeah, I don't know. We might be here a while. This might be all for nothing.
Wanna play like I Spy while we wait?
Sure.
There's not much down here.
Sure. Yeah. Alright, you go first.
I spy something gray.
Okay. Is it red?
Hang it.
I spy something grey.
You wouldn't. Is it the andesite?
Dang it. I spy something blue.
I know what it could be. I had like a 50-50 shot here. The thing in the wall over there.
Dang it, yes it is. I thought you wouldn't be able to see it from where you're standing.
Well, I thought the same thing about you, and I almost did that one.
Yeah, I took a little peek around the corner, checking on our buddy there, and
I saw you looking that way.
Saw that little like pixel of cyan netherwart there.
There's also the water over there. I thought it could have been.
I don't see the water.
You may not be able to see.
No, I don't.
Here, step up onto that step. You can see.
Oh yeah. There's like a half. It's like a half pixel. Yeah.
And then like up here through the crack that I was looking through, you can see it.
Oh, look at that!
I should have done that.
Yeah.
Since you were down there, you couldn't see it at all.
I would have been like adamant, and it's like, no, it's that nether wart block over there. It's the only thing it can be. It couldn't be anything else.
Last second, I almost guessed that you might have been doing my eyes.
Well, I did look into your eyes for a second.
Yeah. I was like, wait, my eyes are blue.
No, he shouldn't be able to hear us, but he should be able to hear the horn. I hope.
All right. Getting ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
And a 1.
We can't hear it because we're in an isolated group. Let's just assume it worked.
It's okay. You should play yours just before we leave.
I've totally forgot that we wouldn't be able to hear it. We're the worst. So, just to give a little bit of context, Wilbus and I were in an isolated group, which meant that we were free to talk as much as we wanted, and no one outside the group would be able to hear us. But we got bored of waiting for Slapper to return from being AFK. So, what we tried to do was we just tried to play the custom goat horns on the off chance that he had his speakers on nearby or whatever. The problem is that custom audio runs through the voice chat mod, so we couldn't hear the goat horns at all. We were meant to hear this. Amazing. So all you're seeing is us basically reacting to the fact that we can't hear anything. From that point on, we just decided to skedaddle. But yeah, it was a lot of fun hanging out with Wilbus. It's always fun to hang out with Wilbus, and yeah, we've got some cool stuff planned together in future episodes. So stay tuned for that. But anywho, it's actually been a couple of weeks since I started the redstone for the storage system here. The redstone itself actually took like no less than a day, but tweaking it, setting up filters, adjusting, troubleshooting, all that stuff, I've kind of been chipping away at, as well as some other things on the server, you know, including playing a lot of Mudslinger. But yeah, here she is, and my god, she is amazing. So firstly, I do want to shout out Rapscallion as the brains behind most of the redstone components involved in the storage system. His multi-item sorters have always been my absolute favorite auto sorting systems to use, and I cannot recommend them enough. So I'm going to leave his channel link down below. Go check him out if you're curious about storage tech. We've got the item input system down here. So I can just come along and unload whatever I want into this chest, and it will start to do its thing. Here you can see that I've categorized each slice. And this is, you know, based purely on my own preferences, but obviously also like putting together things that just make sense. And then along the bottom here, you can see we've got our bulk storage. So like, for example, we've got some no-brainers, you know, like rockets, golden carrots, shulker shells, gunpowder. You know, this is stuff that we can get super easily in the game, and we can get in large quantities. Some of these slices have not been used yet, but it's nice to know that we've got them here, and, you know, if we decide that there might be something up here that we move into bulk storage, then we can do that. So I'm just going to jump into FreeCam for this next part. So to ensure that the system is reliable, I did have to design my own chunk loading system here. It involves these 4 nether portals in the corners here, and so they're hooked up to a clock. So they'll only load the chunks whenever the sorting system is actually running. I'm still taking this chunk loader because it's not 100% reliable. There is the odd occasion where it might not be loaded long enough and you've still got items running through the system. But overall, I really like this chunk loading system, and it's nice to know that I can just, you know, come along, dump everything, and then not have to worry about it. So I'm going to keep chipping away at this, and eventually I'm going to get around to giving this an interior. But to wrap up this episode, we're going to put a fancy building in front of the storage system. Hell, actually, sorry, I did misspeak. We're going to put 3 fancy buildings up front of the storage system. Yeah, that's right. You're going to get a 3 building time lapse to end this episode. Oh, I'm so excited to add to the next stage of our base. But yes, I do want to say thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe because it all helps support my channel. I've got links down below if you want to see some of the other things that I get up to. But enjoy this time lapse. Ka kite!